Today I'm celebrating the work and the life of Hans Christian Andersen, who was a Danish author who wrote over 150 fairy tales that have been translated into over 125 languages around the world. So whether or not you're aware of it, almost everybody will be aware of many of his stories, and some of them have had profound effects on me. Some of them include The Little Mermaid, the Thumbelina, The Ugly Duckling, and The Emperor's New Clothes, and those last two are particular favourites of mine. The Emperor's New Clothes I absolutely adored as a young boy, thinking of, and it's something that I felt like I'd already seen in adults, this ability for everyone to go along with something, yes, of course, and yes, of course, Emperor, you look fine in your nudity, and talking about these resplendent, invisible clothes, and only this young boy in the crowd able to go, he's not got anything on. It's such a beautiful tale of what it is to see something that everybody else is blinding themselves to. Oh my goodness. I can think of so many ways, even in recent years, that has been such a poignant tale to have in mind. The Ugly Duckling was one that really touched me as a young boy, when I had buck teeth, big ears, flaky white skin, and awful dress sense, and I received a fair amount of humiliating fun making as a young boy, and that story, The Ugly Duckling, I held close to my heart because it's the tale of the Ugly Duckling, which I identified with becoming the beautiful white swan. And although I'm not adorned with beautiful white feathers, I certainly had a moment in my life where I felt like, oh, wow, I've left that duckling behind. Some of you may disagree, but I certainly had the feeling of having attained some kind of beauty in my adulthood, having come through this trial of not being particularly beautiful to the eyes of others. So that's just two stories that had a profound effect on me, from how do you describe over 150 stories, as well as plays and travel logs? He was an extremely prolific writer. He is therefore inextricably entwined in the lives and the imaginations of generations of millions and millions of people around the world. It's very difficult to measure, or to even imagine what affecting people on such an enormous scale can have for our planet. I mean, the values that he managed to describe and get across in the course of his works were, in the large part, good, wholesome things that we want people to be believing and thinking. Storytellers have always had a profound effect on shaping culture, and it's only now, since the printing press and the way our world has developed through technology, that a single story writer can be affecting people on such a scale. I suppose that's also cause for concern in a certain way. So that's especially why I give thanks today and celebrate the life of Hans Christian Andersen for having got across so many good qualities, so many decent values to breathe into our lives as human beings. Just a moment to think of Hans Christian Andersen. Thank you.